She really reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, my ex-wife. That's it. That's who she reminds me of, my ex-wife. Nope, nope, not having it. We cannot book her. Hey, Pharaohs. I want to talk about something I think a lot of people will be able to relate to if you are an actor or in the entertainment industry in general. And that's kind of my decision to step back heavily from acting. Now, I actually fired my manager and I fired my agent. And for a while, I was like, I don't want to fire them. I can't fire them. I can't do that. But why can't I do that? So I decided to do that because I was getting way too frustrated. And look, I know it's the name of the game. I know, you go on tons of auditions and you usually don't book. But I got way too frustrated with not having that control over my life because I am a little bit of a control freak and I want to, at least in some instance, control my destiny. And I don't feel like I have that with acting. I really fell in love with acting when I booked a major role on an independent movie like 6, 7 years ago. That's when I was like, okay, that's it. I'm moving back to LA. That's what I'm doing. So I know you're going to say, well, if you do X, Y, and Z and you do everything right, you dot your T's, you cross your I's, all that stuff, then you should be good to go, right? Okay, but you know what? It's a very emotional type business. So let me explain. This is how I look at it, okay? I've been out here in LA for 5 years and I've done a lot of different things in my life. I went to a conservatory. I got in the union years ago. I've had really good agents and managers. And look, I know it takes time to book. I know all this. And I do book sometimes. If I take a test and I study for the test and I get all the answers right, I will inevitably pass the test. No questions asked. I will get an A on the test. Let's say that I was the best, but I'm not going to book the role because the person who decides that I should go meet the director says, you know what? I don't like the color of her shirt. She really reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, my ex-wife. That's it. That's who she reminds me of, my ex-wife. Nope, nope, not having it. We cannot book her. And I've seen it firsthand because I've done cast you're to that. You ain't cute enough. You ain't funny enough. You ain't fly. Well, I am all of the above on my YouTube channel. So if you feel me, then like and subscribe and leave a comment. Or don't.